Hi guys, welcome to another YouTube video of mine. I want to say thank you if you've watched my recent one I've posted about my apartment, even though the intro was just a bit, full of a bit of random stuff, but it was just to make you guys laugh. Thank you for watching it, thank you for subscribing to me if you've subscribed, thank you for liking my videos if you've liked it, and thank you for commenting if you've commented. I wanted to make this little video just to explain a situation that I've been in recently. And just to give you guys a bit of an understanding of this subject, because this topic is very sensitive and very hard for me to talk about and be open about, because I just don't like talking about myself, and especially about stuff like this. So I hope that you guys pay attention to this video and you take this seriously, because it is a serious matter. So as you guys know from the caption, this is a video about sexual awareness, so sexual harassment and sexual assault, and obviously I'm just going to explain one story that's happened recently that's relevant to you guys, because obviously it's recent. I'm not going to go into other stuff that's happened to me and all the stuff that's happened to me by multiple boys in the past, because that's just not what we're talking about today. And basically I just want you guys to take this and just take an understanding from what I'm telling you, because this is really serious, and there's a lot of girls and even boys that get sexually assaulted and sexually harassed by people, and they keep quiet because they're scared or because they're worried or they just don't know what to do. And obviously I was one of those people, and I want to help you guys if you're one of those people, so please pay attention to this video. So firstly I want to say that this is a video about a guy that I was friends with for like a year or two, and we got really close. At the time that he first wrote to me, I had a boyfriend, and he knew that, and I made it very clear that I didn't like Mustafa, and I made it very clear that I didn't want him to ever touch me or anything, or that nothing ever sexual was going to happen between us, because I didn't find him remotely attractive. I never found him attractive, and I wouldn't ever go there with him, and he knew that, because I would make sure I told him that. And there was some times when we would meet, he would hug me and he would grab my ass, and I wasn't comfortable with that, and I'd push him off and have a go at him for that, and he would just laugh about it and think I'm messing around, but I'm not. I was being full on serious. And I told my mum and I told some people about it. It was the first time he did it. It actually made me cry like a few hours after, because obviously I just, I don't know why, but it just really upset me, and it just wasn't right. So this guy was very manipulative, and he was very just not right in the head. So he would make me believe that he cared about me and he loved me too, because I told him multiple times that I loved him and I cared about him, because I did it in a friend family way, because I did really care about him and I wanted to help him, because he has a drug problem and stuff. He does drugs all the time, but he does have a job, and he goes there all the time, and he goes to college, and he has been to college, but he's been kicked out of college and stuff like that multiple times, and I don't even think he's going to college at the moment because he's been kicked out. But yeah, the drug problem is serious, and the self-control is serious, and he's just really messed up in the head, and he's just not right in there. So it would make more sense why he did what he did and why he said what he said in the videos I'm going to show you, of the voice notes we've had and the conversations we've had of me confronting him and telling him what he did to me I didn't like and it wasn't okay. And you'll see what he says. And a few things that I didn't like, and I told you, and you've been like, oh sorry and whatever, and I've just forgiven you because it's not that deep, but yeah, what's it called, oh God, I forgot what it was. And I've got our messages on Snapchat. I even got the video I sent you when you made me cry, and I sent you that video, and then I think you said sorry, but you weren't really you was just said that you didn't feel any emotion. It's so long to be talking about this because I just can't be bothered about it, and I'm over it, and I just don't want to remember it and shit, because it just was you shouldn't have grabbed my ass or anything like you have done a few times, because obviously I haven't said that you could do that. To two other girls and my mom, that that you grabbed my ass without me saying you could, and I was with Casper at the time, and obviously that I didn't like that, and then that's all I said. But as long as you know that, when you've what's it called? Like you said to me, you've spoken to a girl just to have sex with her, and then you've left her, or you've done this and that to these girls. You tell me all of this, and then you felt me up before when I haven't given you consent, but I'm just not really gonna go into that because it's not. It's in the past for one, and you didn't fucking rape me, but you did touch me without my consent.
I can't believe that whole thing happened. That was complete baloney. But then again, there's times where I give zero fucks, and I just don't want the stress. That's the main reason why. Yeah, true say though, being a fuckboy can result to not finding what I want in the future. I did hurt all of those people's feelings, low key, but then again, fuck their feelings. I can't give two fucks about their feelings. But honestly, I don't care anymore, so just, can we not talk about that? What were we even talking about to begin with? Why did it branch off?
You just said, can we not talk about this and whatever? And why do you not want to talk about it? Because that might be your subconscious guilt. That's what I'm on about. You said you don't have any and you don't give a fuck about people's feelings, but that might be your subconscious guilt, because you've just said you don't want to talk about it. So it's either making you feel bad or uncomfortable or something negative. But if you didn't care, then obviously you wouldn't feel any type of way about it and you wouldn't care that we're talking about this. But we're on this subject now because I was talking about karma and shit and things that you've done wrong in the past to girls or whatever. And then you said you don't, I don't know what you said, but you said something. So then I'll try to remind you about something, and then that's why we're in the conversation.
No, don't get it twisted. It's not making me feel any type of way. The only emotion it's making me feel right now is fucking dread. Because I CBA, like I literally CBA with every fiber of my being. I CBA to talk about it. Like, talking about it is causing me stress. It's causing me internal stress. And I don't want that internal stress to become external stress. Nah, I'm done now. Moral of the story is I CBA to talk about this. It's not causing me any guilt. All it's causing me is pain from having to talk about it because I literally CBA and I cannot be bothered. So we will not talk about it. Not because I feel any way about it. It's just because I just don't want to talk about it because I just don't. Because I just don't. I literally just don't. Like, I don't care enough to talk about it, you feel me? So keep that in the past, and we will return to our conversations in the morning because I am pooped.
Anyway, are you okay?
I beg sex off you because you fucking suck me dry for my cash. Every time I come over, you're like, oh, buy me this, or buy this off me, or buy this off me, or do that for me. Nigga, if I'm doing all that shit for you, the best you can do is give me sex. The fuck?
He said to me before when we had an argument, he's going to get physical next time he sees me. And, like, next time I saw him, I had to, like, literally go away because I was scared he was going to do something. And he was at college in public and, like, he still doesn't care. Before, he pulled my hair on the bus, like, really hard. Like, I don't mind a bit of playing around, but, like, in public when there was loads of people because the bus was filled and, like, he wouldn't stop when I told him to. And he would do embarrassing stuff like that in front of everybody.
But I can't remember exactly what he said, but a few years ago he used to beg off me basically, and then I used to air him because he's just weird and he's really full on, and I don't like that. But he popped up saying something really nasty to me. I can't remember what it was, but that was years ago, so I don't really care now. But he goes to my college, and then he was like, "Oh, you're that Rihanna girl, aren't you?" And I was like, "Yeah, who are you?" So we started talking again, and then I met him like one time, like on our lunch, and we went to smoke. And then he tried to grab my ass, and I pushed him away. And then we sat in the smoking shower, like we were just smoking whatever. And then he was there like, "Oh, I really want to kiss you right now." And I was like, "No, don't do that. Like, I don't like you." And then I've gone to my lesson, and then I've come back downstairs, and then I'm hearing everyone saying that he's saying that he touched my ass, that we fucked, I gave him head, everything. And then when I'm asking him about it, he's like, "No, I didn't say that. I didn't say that, da-da-da-da." But everyone said that he did say it, do you know what I mean?
But I will tell you guys the actual story of what happened on the 20th of February 2020, so a few weeks ago. He came to my house and, you know, we were having a sleepover, and, you know, the only reason I've invited him to my house those 3 or 4 times he's come over is because we were focusing on our grind and we wanted to become something when we were older. We had big dreams basically, so we thought we should meet up and, you know, start, you know, having these little meetups where we write about what we want to do and plan about how we can become these big people we want to be. And unfortunately he had other intentions, and you know he just, on that day we started play fighting, and, you know, I play fight with people sometimes, and, you know, it's just jokes, but then he took it too far when he started to choke me out on my sofa. So in that moment of time where we were on the sofa play fighting and he started choking me, I started to freak out in my head, and I was just like, I need to just play along and act like everything's okay and that I still play fine, because obviously I was scared that if I started to look worried and act that I was scared, and you know, show him that I was scared, that he would do something worse, and I didn't want that to happen, so I just played along with it. And then at one point he got off me, and then you know, we got onto the floor and he got on top of me again and started choking me again, and to the point where I couldn't breathe when I was tapping out. And then he said to me, "You do know I could rape you right now if I wanted to," and he also said, "You do know I could kill you right now if I wanted to, and no one would know." And obviously at that point I was just a bit like, I just ignored that, and I was just like, I was just thinking about how to get out of his restraint that he had on me. So basically after that I just decided to try and push his arms like off my neck, and then he, you know, started to choke me again after giving me a breather for like 2 seconds, and then he started choking me again, and then started feeling in my chest and like molesting my chest, and obviously I tried to push him off me, and then that's when I turned onto my front, which he allowed me to do. And then when I turned onto my front, he started dry humping me, and that's when I kicked him in the privates, and he then, you know, proceeded to choke me like that from the back, and then I bit into his arm as hard as I could to get him off me, and then he finally got off me, and he was laughing at me and saying, "You crazy bitch, I can't believe you bit me," and, you know, he was joking around with it, and I was like, you know, my face was bright red, and he's saying messed up stuff when he was choking me. He was just like, "It's so hard to see you right now doing that, gasping for air and stuff like that," and I was just really I just couldn't believe what he was saying to me and what I was hearing. And then when he let go of me and all of that, and he was saying that I was a crazy bitch and stuff like that, then I was just like, yeah, you've messed up my hair now, and we're all sweaty, so I'm going to go in the shower because, you know, I feel like sweaty and everything, and I just wanted to get away from him, to be honest. And my face was like bright red, and, you know, my hair was a mess and everything, and it was just it really did affect me. And I didn't realise that it affected me this much until the days after, because I just kept thinking about it over and over again, and it kept playing in my head, and it was like God was trying to tell me that what happened wasn't normal and it wasn't right, and I needed to do something about it. And obviously I was told by my friends and family who I've told about it that I should go and report it, and you know, finally I did yesterday. So that's what happened. And obviously, you know, it's not the worst thing that's happened to me out of all the stuff that's happened to me with boys, but you know, it was really bad. I didn't invite him over since that happened, and you know, this week he like spammed me on Snapchat, and he kept calling me, so I had to block his number. Then he kept calling me on no caller ID. I didn't answer them, and you know, then he decided to get really nasty and start atting me on his story on Snapchat, and he started attacking me on Snapchat and saying all these horrible stuff, and loads of people that watch his story added me, and they were being very supportive and saying that they couldn't believe that he did this to me and everything, and I was just completely shocked. And then I baited him out on my story and told everyone what he'd done and everything, because he decided to just you know attack me for no reason. So I baited him out and I exposed him for who he really is. And I wasn't going to do that until he left me no choice but to expose him and show other people and other girls that he may have hurt as well in the past, that it's okay to you know, speak up. So then after he you know, tried to you know, say those nasty untrue things about me on his story, loads of people added me, as I said, and then I added them back, and then a lot of girls come forward and spoke to me about the situation, and 3 girls came up to me and told me their situation they've had with him, and it was disgusting what he did to them, and it was quite similar. So not both of them, but one of them was quite similar to my one, and it was just messed up. And only one boy that was you know, that sounded uneducated, said some horrible stuff to me about you know, the situation. So as I said, he seemed uneducated. Mustafa's friend who popped up and said those things to me, he just you know, attacked me, and I just ignored him. Obviously I didn't open the message, I just half swiped him and left him on that, and only him and this other girl then popped up earlier today and said that she didn't believe me, and that he didn't do this, and she knows Mustafa, and quite frankly she doesn't know Mustafa at all. I was the only girl that knew Mustafa you know, properly. Like, he's told me himself, and I know for a fact that I know him better than anyone, and I've seen him in such states with like so much drugs in his system that he was like literally on the floor, like you know, lifeless, and passed out and all of that, and no one's ever seen him look as bad as I have. So I know him inside out, and I know what he's like. So when she said that to me, I was just like, you know what, I'm just not going to reply to her, because she's irrelevant to me and she's just stupid. And one of the things he did say to me before we were friends, he said I posted a video of me and my little cousin, and she's adorable, and you know, we had the dog filter on, and she stuck her tongue out, and the dog filter tongue didn't come out, her tongue did, and her tongue's quite long like mine, and he popped up and said she's got quite a long tongue, she's going to be good at sucking dick when she's older. And I was just like, what the fuck, how can you say that about a child? And obviously I'll post that screenshot as well on this so you guys can see it. When he also hurt one of his exes, and he was with one of his exes, he also added his ex's younger sister, who was 13 years old, on Snapchat, and then told her that he couldn't wait to come over and play with her hair, and he also tried flirting with her, and when the ex confronted him, he said, I don't care, I can do whatever I want, and he's just fully messed up in the head. But the most worrying thing, I guess, about all of this is that he's made himself believe that he's not this monster that he is, and he hasn't done the things that he's done, even though there's girls that you know, are having these stories. They can't just make them up, and they've kept to their stories, and their stories are, you know what I mean? So, you know, we're all telling the truth, and we wouldn't lie about this, because there's no reason to lie, and why would we make this effort just to take down this guy just for no reason? Do you know what I mean? I'm not pathetic like that, I'm above these people, I don't do stuff like that. I'm an intelligent person, and that's why I decide to expose people sometimes for what they do, because it's not right, and people can't get away with doing what they do. and he's just mentally not okay, and I think he needs help as well, and obviously I reported him to the police, so that's going to be something that I'm going to look forward to dealing with. And yeah, so if you're watching this video, I want to say to you that you're not alone, and you should never keep anything like this to yourself, because it's really serious, and you should tell somebody that you trust, an adult, a friend, a best friend, you know, even tell the teacher, anyone you feel like you can tell, go and tell them. Don't hesitate and don't be scared, because this is really serious, and this will really affect you massively if you keep it to yourself and let it build up. So please don't keep this to yourself. I wanted to say that I'm here for you, and if you guys want advice or if you guys want anything, just let me know and comment below, and I would really appreciate if you guys share and like this video and also subscribe to me, but most definitely share this video, because this needs to be made aware and people need to know about him, and girls need to know to stay away from him.